Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 22 of the AfterLife Podcast. Man, we got the OG squad from season 2 and the beginning of season 3. Today, we have HughBone, the man, the myth, the legend over there.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
That's it? That's it? Okay.
Well, what else do you want?
I mean, I was kind of expecting a bigger entrance from you. You know, I was like working you up.
Jay, I'm just a normal dude here, like just trying to have a podcast. I don't know what kind of weird energy you're asking for, but
yeah, you're such a normal dude that you got like a sling for your arm over there.
He broke his arm.
What are you talking about? What's sling?
Donate,
he has an arm?
Donate to AfterLife to fix his arm.
Yeah, donate to our GoFundMe for HughBone.
Yeah, WhiteFyr broke my arm during the IRL meetup.
True. After what you said like, before the podcast.
He went to go push me on the swings. I'm like, hey, White, push me. And then he pushed me really hard and I fell down and broke my arm, dude. Not
good.
Cool.
I'm glad.
It happened.
Okay, well, we also have WhiteFyr, I suppose.
Hello. How's it going, everyone?
We also have Blondskunk.
Everybody's got some lame intro. Hey, what's going on?
Okay. Well, besides all that, we're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and YouTube, where you can see our beautiful faces. We also have a Discord at tiny.cc/AL Discord. Links in the description down below. And we also have a link to all the members at shermanlinks.com/AfterLife SMP. Easy clap also in the description. We also have to advertise our podcast suggestions, aka topics or questions. And we're going to start off with from Eddy, where you can suggest topics in the YouTube comments or in our Discord channel for it. But Eddy asks, if you could only watch videos from one YouTuber, which one would it be?
AllOutJay.
That's not an easy question for me. That's not an easy question for me.
You're gonna be waiting a long time, Hugh.
Yeah, that's a difficult question. Probably someone who uploads a lot. Otherwise,
but who actually uploads a lot, though?
Can it be from one YouTuber, but multiple different YouTube channels that they own?
I don't think so. Like, I feel like that's kind of like a scapegoat.
That's a cop-out.
Like, it has to be their one channel.
It has to be one channel. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's easy then.
Who?
Etho.
That's a good choice, actually.
He uploads frequently enough these days.
Yeah.
Produces high-quality content. That's very entertaining. Boom, done. He's all I used to watch back in the day, so it'd be very easy for me.
Yeah, if you asked me this question last week, like I for sure would have said Etho because of that Hermitcraft video with the whole, what was it? Him basically scamming people, kind of. The whole morals and money and greed and what.
I'll be honest, I haven't actually watched Etho in like 3 months.
What? Oh my god!
Blasphemy!
Like heresy. The best of Etho in the last 3 months. Holy!
That was literally one of the best videos ever.
I still haven't seen it.
Shame on you.
I haven't seen it either.
Shame. What is wrong with people?
Good Lord, what's going on?
The two people in here used to watch Etho all the time. Haven't watched Etho. Yeah, that makes sense.
What video are you talking about?
He released a Hermitcraft video update on the glass lifetime subscription that he was doing, and
yeah,
he had loopholes for it.
That's awesome.
I think I saw that video actually. It was okay.
So then what did he do in the video then, Hugh?
He opened everyone's chest and put glass in it. Like stained gray glass in the chest.
Okay, yeah, you're technically right, yes. Okay, we'll go with that. So, is everybody saying... Okay, Hugh didn't say Etho, but is everybody else saying Etho? Okay,
I didn't say Etho. I didn't say anybody. Listen, I don't watch anybody on YouTube anymore. I watch the recommended feed. Okay, if I could subscribe to the recommended feed, I totally would. I would, because I just love watching all them videos. It's fantastic.
And if it's not Etho, it's gotta be some kind of channel with Gordon Ramsay on it.
Oh, I could do that definitely every day. That's in my recommended feed as well.
I unsubscribe from the channels. Because I feel like every time I see a new video, it's just one that I've already watched, and I'm just like, I saw this already. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I don't really have one. I know that's kind of lame, but I don't have. Like, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah,
I don't feel like nobody's that. I'm sorry to everybody in here But I don't think anybody's that worth it for me to be like, I'm going to dedicate my entire watch time to you. So,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, because I can't
To some
really,
degree.
you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's a hard question because eventually you'd probably get
I
bored
watch
of
a
someone's
lot of different
content
people. Yeah.
if you solely watch one person.
Yeah, because I even looked at like the videos I've watched in the past like week or two. It's just like, I've only watched like 9 videos out of the past week. It's like, that's not really that good.
I haven't really watched any in terms of AfterLife, unfortunately. I mean, it's partially because I'm busy, but
I've watched a lot of the Afterlife, but I haven't like commented on many.
Mm-hmm.
it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, most of what I've been watching is Azuma and his the reason I asked about can it be multiple channels was Azuma because of his
Oh.
main channel and then his Azuma Says channel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
I like
that's
both of them.
fantastic. His Zoom says thing. I love that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I basically just been watching Afterlife, occasional Minecraft video from like one of the legacy people or just some random videos. Filza, Zuma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about it. If I'm
Who would
watching
you
anything.
watch, Jay?
For what, like channels?
A single YouTube channel.
I mean, I would
What
go
we've
with
been
Etho.
talking about for the past
I
5
said
minutes.
Etho.
Okay.
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 I don't know.
What about you, HughBone?
Yeah, HughBone.
Dude, honestly,
Probably
I would
some
watch
anime stuff.
PewDiePie because he uploads consistently for the most part. Like I've
Okay.
watched him since
Mhm.
like he was doing Happy Wheels. I was watching him on my mom's iPhone 3 in the car, and I mean, like he doesn't do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he switches up his content every couple of years. Like he
Yeah.
Right.
didn't solely do gaming; he switched to commentary. And then he went back into gaming, but with like a twist, I guess. Like he
Mhm.
has his all personalities going on, or whatever. You know, Minecraft,
Mm-hmm.
games, other things.
Mhm.
So that's my answer.
Okay.
Is did Pewd stop playing Minecraft?
Yeah, I saw that in the title, but I didn't look into it.
I don't think he did. I think it was just clickbait.
Okay.
Didn't he play Terraria at some point too? Like he started a Terraria series. I think that
Yes.
shortly ended.
His yeah.
Hmm.
He was doing a lot of things. I know that.
Yeah. It's just not the same thing. That's why.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't
That's
stick
actually a
with the
good
same
answer.
thing. That's the main reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still don't know who I would choose. Maybe okay. All right. Maybe I would subscribe to one of them channels that'd be like restoring a lawnmower, you know, or like restoring an old
Yeah.
machine. I get
There's-
hooked on those.
There's
videos.
the new dad guy that
Yeah.
grew over 1 million subs like within the past week. Like
Mhm.
one
He's at
from like
1.67 million now.
Yeah.
He started at like 40,000 like a few days ago.
Let's
That's like
talk about that.
ASMR.
yeah, it's a bit crazy. Like, because I think he mainly started trending on Facebook and Reddit first, and then started getting shared everywhere. Now everybody's like shouting him out because because his dad left him, so he's trying to help people that also have their dads leave them learn how to
Right.
do stuff around the house or whatever.
That's kind of cool. Actually,
The channel's not
That's
even
really
like
cool.
2 months old. Like he's been making these videos for like not even 2 months.
It's insane.
The
No, it's
reason
mad
I
respect though.
the reason I saw it was because of Casey Neistat had shared it, I think.
Yeah, he quoted it. I
So
think.
it's like holy crap.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then what? He's also been just, I don't know, like he even has like new t-shirts I think he's coming out with too now, and just seems like I think he tried to respond to every comments, but now he's just kind of given up.
Right. Oh yeah, it does become impossible. At some point.
Probably. Yeah.
Especially for him.
Well, I don't
Boy,
even think he monetizes these videos. Like
I don't know.
he just posts them. I'm pretty sure like man's got a day job. Like
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, now he could
Everyday
be
moms
set
on the
if he
block.
started monetizing.
He
Oh,
could,
yeah.
but he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would.
You'd be stupid not
honest.
to.
Well, I mean, he
Listen.
already seems pretty well off based off like seeing what his house kind of looks like.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not horrible. It seems like, you know, typical American, or
Mhm.
you know, above average American house.
Mhm.
Seems like he's already doing decent. But I think we're gonna dive into AfterLife Podcast trivia. So I figure we can start the pain now. Everyone here has ketchup to
Yeah.
eat if they get the question wrong. So today's
Look at
trivia,
this.
since
before
we're
we get
all
started.
AfterLife Season 2 members, is all
Yes.
AfterLife Season 2 based.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we get a round
Okay.
of applause
So
for
be
that?
ready, boys.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get this right. I'm ready.
Okay. First question.
Yeah.
When did AfterLife Season 2 start recording / playing wise?
Oh,
I'm not gonna get
cool.
this right.
Oh my
date?
god.
I don't
Yes,
know.
the date. Okay, so
Oh,
I'm assuming
dude.
you guys want multiple choice, right?
Sure.
Okay,
For this one, yeah.
A is June 9th, 2016. We also have June 10th, 2016. We have
Bruh.
June 16th, 2016.
That's rude.
And June 21st, 2016.
I want
Can we look up the date of when the
you
first video
cannot
was
look
released?
anything
Oh my
up.
God.
If you're Googling, that is cheating.
I'm going. You know what?
Sorry.
I'm going with June 10th. June 10th. I'm locking in my answer. June 10th. I think that's what it is.
What's everybody else got?
That's
June
gonna be what it
9th.
is, bro.
It's either the 9th or the 10th.
I'm getting my.
I would say. I'm gonna go with Skunk. I'm gonna go with the 10th.
Can I change my answer?
No, you already said it.
We should have
So-
waited.
Skunk
dear.
and White are correct. It is June 10th.
Woo! Let's
I
go.
see- Was the first video uploaded the 17th or the 16th or the 13th?
I have no clue.
Let's go.
So
Alright.
Yes.
How much?
Just like a tablespoon.
you don't have a spoon?
No. I was
Oh
just
my.
gonna go right from the thing.
Okay, just squirt it in your mouth.
All right. It's kind of like low.
I'm waiting for them. Oh.
Oh, that
It's-
makes
yeah,
sense.
Give it a minute. It's gotta like slide down. I don't like the smell of ketchup. The taste is okay, but the smell kind of gets me.
Okay.
Can we have another one?
Okay.
Oh,
the next
God.
question is, who has the most deaths on AfterLife Season 2?
Oh no.
So this is
Before
going to
the
be a
death.
two-parter.
Is there multiple choice?
You guys have to guess without multiple choice first,
Okay.
and then I'll give you multiple choice.
Okay.
Unless somebody gets it right first time.
Think.
I want to say.
What was the question?
Who has the most deaths on AfterLife Season 2?
I've
Is this
got an
before
answer.
the death counter was changed, or like now?
What do you mean?
Season 2.
Season 2.
Oh, season. Oh,
This is all season 2,
Yeah.
not season 3.
okay.
yeah.
I got you. Season 2. Oh man. Oh, dude. Do we have a multiple choice?
Who had the worst connection?
it's a two-parter, Hugh. So we're doing it without multiple choice, and then we're gonna do it with multiple choice, given that nobody gets it right.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe it was him.
So if somebody gets it right, then you guys have to do 2 shots of ketchup.
Who the heck was on season 2 even? Good lord. I know it wasn't me.
I don't think it was me, but maybe it was. I don't
I don't-
remember. I know season 3 would be me.
I don't think it was you.
Absolutely. But
I don't know. Our Corbin's cashing up. He dies like 10 times each day he's on.
That's true.
is he at over 100
Um,
yet?
He's at like 87. He's getting
not-
close.
he's not
To,
over
I already
100
know
yet.
what you have because I looked. Because previously
What did he
I was
do?
doing season 3 questions, and then I was like, oh wait, this is season 2 people. I should do season
Yeah.
2 people.
But how many deaths do I have? Like 140 something?
On season 2, I mean
No,
3.
season 3.
You have 122.
Oh wow.
HughBone has 91 and Art has 79. But he has more because I did this yesterday at like 1 a.m. in the morning.
I think I know what my answer is.
My gut. I know what my gut is telling me.
I want Hugh to go first.
No, I think it's Oh, I don't even remember half the people's names on that.
Because you weren't on for all that long.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
White
think it's-
go first. White go first.
I'm gonna say Night Fox.
Okay, Skunk.
Interesting. Because he was my second one, but I'm going with this. I'm going with Dragon Frost.
Okay, Hugh.
I'm gonna go with Logan Room.
So you all actually are wrong.
Oh,
So that means you
Oh,
all have
dude.
to at least do one shot. Okay, now multiple choice. We
Do one
got
later.
Berlin River. We got Boom Bang Crash. We got Dukester, and we got Zyroverse.
Probably Zyro.
Wait, can I get that repeated again?
Berlin River,
Okay.
Boom Bang Crash, Dukester, and Zyroverse.
It's got. Oh, my gosh, who would it be? Out of all them,
Mine is down between two people, but I don't know.
it's
one
Berlin
would
and
it be?
Crash, isn't it?
No.
What? You think it's Duke? Maybe.
I'm basing my thought process, Skunk, off of who
Yeah.
was on the server the longest, who had the most amount of time to accumulate
Right.
depth.
But I feel like Duke would be better than that.
I mean, I know what my gut's telling me.
Probably
But-
Berlin. I think it's Berlin. I'm locking that in. I'm locking it in. Berlin.
And they're not even gonna say you, Hugh.
He was
Well, I
on
mean,
that
I
long.
left first, right? Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
but you see,
No, it can't be. It can't be Hugh.
you can die a bunch early on.
You can.
If it was him, I would scream. I would be like, "Oh my god!"
That'd be hilarious.
Okay,
All
so
right, final
Skunk,
answers.
Skunk said Berlin, right?
Yes.
Hugh, who are you saying?
Dukester Games.
Okay, White, who are you saying?
Berlin.
Okay, HughBone, you are correct.
Duke, really?
Duke.
Wow.
Now you both have to do two
Oh my
shots.
god, that makes sense.
I'll let you slide on having to do a shot, Hugh, unless you want to
Why?
do
Why
one.
does it make sense? Why does it make
Oh,
sense?
I will happily slide. Thank you, Jay.
All right. I'm
Think
doing
about
I'm
it,
doing
Skunk.
I'm
Think
doing a
about it.
shot.
Berlin. Think about
Shot.
the number of episodes Duke had uploaded versus the number Berlin had uploaded.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't. Does that really factor?
Berlin
into
wasn't
it,
really
though?
on the server enough to have that many deaths. Like he was
Right.
on, but he wasn't on that much. Duke
All
was
right, well,
on
maybe
all
it
the
could-
time.
It probably could have been Boom Bang Crash too, in my opinion, too, because he was on
Okay.
a lot as well.
So the people that I did list are the top 4 people for deaths on the server.
Okay.
Really?
Duke had 52, Crash had 37, Berlin had 31, and then Zyro had 24.
How many did I
Wow.
have? Do you remember?
I would need the look because I think I took a screenshot.
More
Oh,
importantly, how many did
you had 6 because I had 5.
Okay, so I had 6 on my single player world. I had 6 on Afterlife Season 2.
Oh god, that's bad. I hate.
Yeah, you had 1 more than me from what I
All
remember.
right,
What,
can
I
I
gotta
do
do
a spoon
2?
or do I have to put it straight in my mouth?
I mean, the idea is to do like 2
Look
kind
at
of
that. See that
spoonfuls.
glob? You see that glob? All right, I already did one. Do I have to do
Yeah,
another one?
Well, you have to do 2.
Ah,
Uh,
I don't.
is
want
that enough
to.
for the first one? Do I do any more? Do I
Sure,
need to fill the entire
sure.
thing?
I mean, Skunk might say you're being a baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, that's actually terrible. That's revolting. That's worse than rice and water combined. Jeez,
Oh my
Oh.
god.
It's not that bad.
it's bad. All right, you squirt your throat squirter.
Okay.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
All right, wash that down with some wine. Good lord,
Oh, it's so good.
it's
Oh,
not
man.
that good. You need
That's
to stop.
great.
What do you
Okay,
mean
I
it's
come from a-
great?
My brother used to eat ketchup for fun. So
Ugh.
I come from a
Oh,
family who do that. So
oh god, I feel like I'm gonna vomit. All right, Jay,
What?
you got to do one now.
Oh.
It's about time you experience.
Okay,
our pain.
I'm using my coffee spoon, by the way. Yeah, you
Okay,
can even
well,
see the coffee on the bottom at the
This
top
is
right there.
that's like the same spoon, so you're good. It's a
I think I have a
table
bigger
spoon.
spoon.
No, you're good. Everybody's good. Plastic spoon, whatever. He's squirting it in his mouth over here, HughBone.
He was just living
Hey,
on the
They don't
edge.
even got a
Nothing
spoon.
wrong with squirting, man.
It's not that great.
Oh, it tastes so good. What do you mean?
You need to stop.
Oh.
You're disturbing me now. I
No,
don't know what that.
And I am
is.
not even joking.
Are you?
That was
Are you? Oh my gosh!
Bro, you don't like a man's salty squirt
Oh.
All right, Jay.
of ketchup?
I just did it. What do you mean?
I'm gonna take a little bit this time.
Okay.
What? You need to stop.
Okay.
Next question.
Good.
No, we're trying to elongate it here. So we're gonna reminisce about season 2, since White.
What about
You
it?
know, I mean, White. Is there something you want to reminisce about? You know,
It's more just I want to know what you guys' favorite moments were from season 2. We could talk about Hugh's chicken shop.
Aw, dude. The chicken, Bow Wow chicken. Hell yeah, dude.
Which I think ended up getting covered up like pretty extensively.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite places to go was when Duke built the Jesus shrine underneath of the shopping district.
Okay.
That was a
Yep.
pretty cool place.
Yeah.
The floating island with the town hall on top of it was pretty awesome.
Half the town hall.
Yep.
but,
Harassing skunk.
Close enough.
Beautiful.
Skunk and I
times.
used to do live streams together where we go searching for quartz and stuff. Do you remember that?
Did we?
We did.
Yeah.
Oh, we did 1 or 2.
Oh my
but-
god, I forget.
Yeah.
We had
That's
people
what I shoot
doing
on YouTube,
expeditions
so.
for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you
okay.
need a lot of quartz, and so I would go help you get quartz and get materials and stuff.
Oh, that's right. I remember now.
That whole island was crazy as well. I actually went
I
on
was
the
insane,
AfterLife
yeah.
season 2 download it recently to get screenshots for Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and like that whole place is just crazy. The whole park area
Mhm.
around the
Yeah.
center lake. What was my favorite house? I'm trying to think of what my favorite house was. Oh, Duke Flats, apartment complex.
That was
Remember?
all right.
When Jay and I did the
Beach
Wow.
prank.
beach
I'm
prank, yeah.
kidding.
That was a great prank.
When Duke was on vacation, just
Yeah. Bring the
so
vacation to him.
that was pretty awesome. But yeah, what were some of your guys' favorite moments?
I
Well,
mean, Go
mine's
Skunk.
always going to be the Battle of Skunkerton Castle when we did that event. I'll always be mine. I really enjoyed that one. Setting up that event, building the miniature little map that we did for that, and yeah, just playing out that live stream event was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that. So, besides that, also just I really enjoyed building the courthouse and just building that up. I love that build still to this day. But again, it was a little bit big for Spawn, as my builds are, but you know, it worked out to be pretty good. I really enjoyed that. I always love when I was building that. Well, I didn't love it, but I always remember it. With these two, maybe 3. No, you weren't on, Hugh. But Jay and White battling or doing whatever, shooting me with arrows and what, you know, them battling, and I get hit by one of their flyby missiles. Ugh. But like little moments like that, I always like appreciate, you know, on a server, you know. So
Yeah. I
That's
really
my
enjoyed making all the datapack stuff, like as cringe
Whoa,
and
it
as
wasn't data
unoptimized.
packs.
Or so,
It
I'm
was
sorry,
actually,
it was
yeah.
actual.
Yeah.
command block.
Was it
Yeah.
before data packs?
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow. Okay.
dude, that was 2016. Yes,
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I remember having a grand old time trying to figure all that out. Like, even though it was terribly unoptimized and probably caused like a
Right.
ton of lag on that server.
Yeah, we
Like, I-
ended up removing the majority.
I mean, I had
It was
fun,
fun, though.
coming up with all those like creative ideas and like
Mhm.
the problem solving and trying to like implement it. So that was probably it for me.
the one thing I do miss, at least from those command blocks, the leading villagers one was really really useful.
Slavery. Dude, everyone
Oh,
misses
God.
that one.
Exactly.
Download the
No.
slavery data pack today. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll
AfterLife-
I'll see what I can do, White.
Thank you. Just go to AfterLifeSMP.com/slavery.
/AfterLife tweaks data packs.
AfterLife. Oh god.
I mean, I love the horses walking on water, even though that was
Oh,
always
dude,
buggy.
Jesus horses.
That was the greatest thing.
Something would suffocate and die if you were under
Yes.
too long.
Well, it's like because even your horse would sometimes get stuck underwater and like you couldn't bring it back up, and it's like
Yeah.
You just had to like finesse it onto the water.
Yeah, you had to punch it a bunch.
Yeah.
But the purge was also one of my favorite things. Like, that was interesting to do.
That's a good one.
I actually went back and watched that video recently because I was like, man, we really need to do a purge event on season 3 when Halloween comes around, because that's always a lot of fun.
That would be really fun, yeah.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten who I had teamed with, because like I was like, oh, who were the teams? And I honestly forget who even won. It might have been Hutchie. Was it Hutchie and Duke were on the team together?
I will not confirm anything because this is one of my trivia questions.
Okay, so I won't talk about it anymore, but I know I was teamed with a certain other AfterLife member who I hadn't really talked with. So it was well, I had talked with him, but that's when we started to talk a lot more, and it was a lot of fun getting to know people. I know season 2 in some respect felt like season 3 in that like we were gathering a whole bunch of people who like we had never really talked to, who we maybe knew about but hadn't really ever talked to. People like Daniel, Berlin, Crash, some people who we invited who were like, no, I don't even know if I'd seen them on any sort of multiplayer servers or anything, like Night Fox. I think Dragonfrost was from a application event, I think. So was GB.
Chi.
Was Duke from application event as well, or did we just invite him?
He technically joined from an application event, even though he didn't really need to.
Because I remember talking to Duke, and the issue for that was he wanted to leave the current SMP he was in and join AfterLife. I'm like, you're pretty much a shoo-in, dude. If you just apply, like, you're gonna get it. So, I remember telling him to do that. I'm trying to think of every AfterLife member that was on season 2. I guess most of them.
We had gaming because...
How many did we start with?
7, 6.
That should be a trivia question.
I think that was 6. I don't fully remember the number, but I know it's just like season 3 where it's like 6 people. Is what it was. Me, White, Zyro, Skunk. We had Logan. We have
Dragonfrost.
Yeah, Dragonfrost. I think that's it.
Duke.
Yeah. So then 7.
7.
But I don't think you weren't there at the start though, right, Skunk? Or were you?
No.
That's right. You couldn't make it.
No, he was there.
Was he?
Oh wait.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was there. Yeah.
Everybody was there for the first episode.
Oh yeah, I was there for the first episode. Yeah.
You were just difficult to schedule with other events afterwards. That's right.
Yes, because I wasn't very open back then about everything. Yep. Well, you want to know my reason why is because I was on previous SMPs that were definitely not as more professional, and I was like testing the waters for a long time and seeing how long it would last.
I was like, hey, what if I just ignore these people? Is that what you were thinking?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, Skunk kind of went off and did his, like, he built his spawn house that was like a little ways away from everyone else. It's like, you want to like come converse with us?
I wouldn't really want to call that a spawn house.
Well, it was like a mountain house that was like on the outskirts of spawn.
That was not a mountain. That was terrible. That was a terrible build.
Okay, you built a better spawn house later.
I never had a good spawn house in season 2.
Your second one was fine. What's wrong with it?
No, that was terrible. Oh my god. Whew, I look back on that, I'm like, man, I built that. I didn't like it at all. And it never got used. There was no point in me building a spawn house at that current moment in time either. So, because I already had the castle. So, but, I didn't really know what I was doing in terms of what I wanted to do on the server. So, but.
Is there any one moment that you guys really didn't like about season 2? Or maybe multiple things.
Personal or
I know mine off the top of my
Well, I could think of a couple for you, but
I mean, I know of one that comes to mind easily.
I know one too.
Which one are you talking about?
Which one are you talking about?
I'm asking the questions here, White.
Oh god.
Which one are you talking about, White?
Do we even want to talk about it though? The one I'm thinking about? Which one I think it is?
Come on, guys, let's bring up some drama.
Come on, drama.
Let's bring it up, boys.
Let's go. Come on.
I was
don't
gonna
even know
say,
what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
are you talking about that?
yeah.
I'm not thinking about that one. I'm thinking about a different one.
Okay.
This is a great podcast. We have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's bring up drama from
We have
4 years
no
ago,
idea
guys.
what's going on.
The reason I asked that question is because I thought that the meetings were pretty bad, at
Oh,
least in
yeah.
season 2.
They
They were
weren't
very.
great.
Well, the problem was we would schedule a meeting time, and then there was so much goofing around that like we wouldn't actually get to the topics until like
Yeah.
an hour later.
Yeah.
The Wither event, the End event, the Nether event, all of that. So I remember thinking at the time, like I would just be quiet and just like wouldn't say anything because I was like, well, I guess people are just gonna goof around, so I'll just sit here and do nothing.
Yeah, it's true. But I guess for meetings, like if you don't have the opportunity to get to know another member, like that's the place to do it. You know?
Yeah.
So which
Mhm.
kind of sucks.
Which,
but-
I mean, is what we still kind of do. Like, the meetings still kind of serve as that, but still not as fully, though. Like,
Right.
right? Like, I
Yeah.
think we try to, well, I think I allow enough leeway to where it's like, you can have shenanigans and then we still can get things done kind of deal.
It's definitely more productive, I would say,
Yes.
nowadays. Way more. But
And I mean, it's like, even when we do, like, because I don't think, like, we're crazy in our meetings, like, but the meetings
No.
will still last a long time because of what
Yeah.
we have to talk about.
right. It's more about the topics at hand and then rather than the goofing off, which is I think there's a lot of answers we get from the meetings, which is important.
Yeah.
Can I just say something though, real quick? About the favorite favorite moment?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I know we're talking about our worst moment or whatever, but I have a lot of favorite moments. The one time I think we're a bunch of AfterLife members got into a call. I know Hutchie was there, a few others, Night Fox was there, and we all started to build the Nether hub. That was so much fun.
Oh, I
I don't
remember
recall
that.
everybody was there, but that was just
Chaos.
a fun call. Yeah, that was
When a
goofing
gas
off.
would come by,
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was fun.
spleefing
And-
each other.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
was
just
great.
a funny, fun time to watch.
I
Mhm.
don't even remember if I have I think I have an episode about that
Probably do.
because I think it was just a big group recording, or maybe I don't. Maybe it's just part of an episode.
Hmm.
probably was just a part, I imagine,
Yeah.
No, I don't
like
see it in,
funny
in,
moments
in
in
any of
an
my
episode.
thumbnails.
because I do remember somebody posting it and watching it back and be like, "Oh yeah, that was funny."
Well, Duke almost for sure did.
Oh yeah,
He posted a lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Does he even have that series still up anymore?
I would assume he would. What else? But yeah, all that streamathon we did was pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Even though it was kind of like a last minute effort to like help finish the Winter Village.
That nobody had really worked on until then. It was like, well, this is the stream to
and
do it.
Came out pretty good. Even though it's pretty small, but yeah.
Mhm. Okay, season 3 Winter Village or season 2 Winter Village? Which
3.
one would you choose?
3. Although I'm biased because I didn't take part in 2. So
I really
I
hope
would-
in the next this upcoming winter, I guess, that we go back to that Winter Village and just add to it. Because I think it'd be a lot better than making a whole new one. Because I assume we're going to be on the same season.
Probably based off what they're doing with 1.16.
Yeah.
Because I mean, my prediction was that we were going to get 1.17 this year too, but now I'm like, that's for sure not going to happen with what we're doing.
Yeah.
Even though,
They're
like,
going to be.
go ahead.
I was going to say they're going to be working on 1.16 probably till the end of the summer.
Yeah, that's how it's looking.
In
like.
term, I'm going to guess, and it's just a guess, but I'm going to guess that there's going to be a pre-release mid-June. That's when the first pre-release is going to be, because it's going to take them a few weeks to fix some of the horrendous bugs. They're in 20W21A that are like literally game-breaking bugs,
Mhm.
and they're going to probably start pre-releases in mid-June. The
Yeah.
first initial release is going to come out beginning of July, And then they're going to spend the rest of July and August working on 1.16.1, 1.16.2, 1.16.3, 1.16.4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then they'll start working on 1.17 and probably announce a lot of those features in the Minecon Live stuff. So
That is a very good guess. I agree.
Yeah.
because the latest snapshot is not good.
Oh yeah, I saw your
Ooh.
tweets about it, like messing with mob spawning for already generated structures.
That's not good. Yeah.
Let's talk about that, guys. What's wrong with the latest snapshot in Minecraft?
Might explain.
So there is some good things that they're trying to add. They added back the customizable world feature or whatever.
Yeah.
That's been gone for a few updates now.
Looks pretty
And they're
crazy.
trying to update. Yeah, they're trying to bring that back. And I think it's a pretty cool feature. But in bringing that back, I don't know what else they did. But they introduced 2 bugs that I've seen that hopefully they can fix by the next snapshot. One of them is what was just being talked about, which is the basically nether fortresses, ocean monuments, witch huts, those naturally generated structures. If there's any mobs that are supposed to spawn there and you had discovered one of those before the 20W21A snapshot, when you updated to the 20W21A snapshot, mobs of that type would not spawn there anymore. So like nether fortresses, if you'd already explored them, didn't spawn with the skeletons or blazes unless you were next to a blaze
That's not
spawner.
good.
Witch huts wouldn't spawn witches. You know,
Right.
guardian temples didn't spawn guardians. So I'm pretty sure the reason for that was like they had changed the names of the generated structures like on the back end. So I'm assuming when the game went to look to spawn things there, it couldn't find the name that it was looking for. So hopefully that's like a really easy fix that they just overlooked.
Yeah.
But the other one that to me is even more annoying is whenever you go into your inventory, you like hover over an item. If like the information that shows up for the item goes over any other blocks in your inventory that have like numbers on them, the numbers will be on top of the information instead of beneath it.
I feel like that was a bug at some point too. I remember like
It
text
might have
going
been.
behind other elements in like the UI. You know what I mean?
Sounds familiar. Sounds like something that would have happened during season 2's time frame. I don't remember.
It's just extremely annoying. So I actually ended up I didn't have a previous save of my hardcore world. So I basically said, screw it, I'm going to save this now. And then I'm going to revert back to the 20W20B snapshot, which seems to be the last snapshot that was fairly stable. And I reverted back. There hasn't been any corrupted chunks yet. All the spawning is back, obviously, because the generated structure names are the old names now. So things seem to be fine, but we'll see. I don't know. It's they're experimental versions, so it makes sense. But
yeah, you're not supposed to play experimental versions white as your actual Minecraft world. They're experimental. They're testing and fixing bugs. Your things could break white. You shouldn't play with snapshot experimental versions.
Let's be honest. Even in a regular release, there would still be bugs.
There still is.
You know what? That's true. I will
Does it really matter?
Slice Slime, fix my freaking bug.
What was 1.15?
He is the one that's in charge of it.
So did you actually post a bug report, Jay?
So no, somebody else did. I mean, I did for 1.14, but then it merged with somebody else's because they already did it first. And then supposedly that one was solved, but then there's a newer version of the same bug for 1.15. And Slice Slime is in charge of it, supposedly. So every time I see him streaming or, uploading videos, I'm just like,
why
you're
are
the
you
person
working?
that's supposed to be fixing my bug. And like, there's a guy that writes essays for like how to actually like technically fix it or like what's the problem. And it's like, man, this one guy over here is doing what they should be doing. Like,
what's the bug?
So the bug is when there's blocks that are higher than everything else, and that causes like a different block height level that's not being done correctly, I think, or something like that. So like it's like I already had the bug like bookmarked, so like I'm also like watching it or whatever. to where I can get updates. So like Flim's planes at spawn, they cause lag spikes. Skunk's Town Hall causes lag spikes. We also have anything above block level 96 will cause lag, like when you cross a chunk.
Right.
That's why you're so mad about it. Okay.
So yes, your FPS will dip down to literally like 5. Like that second FPS number will dip down to 5, and then you'll be back to normal. I mean, sure, it's not really that big of a deal, but to me, it's like annoying because like, why should you be dipping down that low? Like, sure, like I guess it's not that game breaking, but like to me, like
it's annoying.
It's annoying. Yeah.
Very annoying.
Stutters are just annoying in general,
especially for creating content. You don't want to have lag spikes.
Yeah, especially when we have Town Hall, we have Winter's Castle, we have the mountains right next to spawn, we have your build over here everywhere, we have the plains. It's just like it
takes away. Yeah, it just takes away from like the bigger builds. Like you feel like you can't really build big necessarily because it's just like that's gonna be. You're gonna have that.
Aren't you experiencing it at your base now with all your airships and hot air balloons?
The hot air balloons and everything. Yeah, it's like my whole base idea. I can't really do, safely without
unless you want to stutter.
Unless I want to stutter, and it's my base. You know what I mean?
You gotta light everything up
where I'm recording.
Well, supposedly even that won't fix it. Like, supposedly there is a secret solution, but like to me, it's like that's not really a good solution. Like, because I mean, I don't think anybody will really care. But like, supposedly if you put a barrier block at the max height limit, it fixes everything. Like if you put it everywhere.
Oh, like a row of barrier blocks.
Yeah, like if it was covering the sky, it's like, sure, that's a short term solution, but like, I still don't want to have to do that. And I'm sure, if somebody plops into the sky and hits it, they're gonna be like, "What in the world was that?"
Yeah, that's such a weird bug, though.
That is weird.
Like, it's just weird.
But yeah, so there's been this one guy that's been like analyzing the bug. He's written like maybe like 4,000 words on it, and it's like amazing.
Really?
He like even like hyperlinks to other bugs, like saying, well, if you take a look at this bug and then this bug, like, this potentially helps cause this bug, or this is solved by this bug, or it's related to this bug too. Wow. And it's like, man, it sounds like you should be a dev.
You really should be.
Dude, mad respect to that dude, though.
Yeah, because like I get the emails for every time he comments. I'm like, you just wrote an essay yesterday. How are you writing another one?
Yeah.
Dude just likes Minecraft. Dude, like, he just vibing.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys want some trivia questions?
Yes. Not really.
No.
Okay.
I want to eat more ketchup.
Boys.
No.
Which AfterLife Season 2 member had a tribute at spawn to their first ABBA victory?
Oh, I know.
Okay, you're not going first.
My memory is so terrible.
Okay, should I actually give multiple choice or should I just hold?
Just hold for a second.
I'll hold.
Multiple choice.
First ABBA victory.
We'll make this 2 spoonfuls worth then. Unless Y actually gets it right then. It's only 1.
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Okay, HughBone. Who is it?
I'm gonna go with Boom Bang Crash. That seems like he was like an older member. That seems like a very boomer thing to do. Make a statue.
Skunk?
I don't know, Jay. I'm gonna lose.
You gotta throw an answer out.
I'm gonna lose.
5, 4.
Boom Bang Crash. Okay.
WhiteFyr.
Crash.
Correct. He had it
oh
right,
my god, dude.
right there.
Because he had it right next to his spawn house. He had a little like monument to his first ABBA victory. Yeah.
Oh,
so I remember looking at that like, what the heck is that? And I remember, Crash did ABBA. That's right. Didn't he do ABBA against Daniel and someone else?
I can't fully remember.
Was it against Berlin? Or was Berlin not on at that time?
I don't think Berlin was. No, Berlin was on the server.
Yeah, Berlin
I don't know
was
if
on.
he was like it part of the ABBA. I know I know Crash and Daniel
Right.
went face to face, but
Right.
apart from that, I don't remember.
Okay. Another one.
Okay. Who won the AfterLife Season 2 Purge?
This is an unfair question.
I don't know who it was. Is there multiple choice for this?
I mean, there is. So there is
I would give that.
AllOutJay as the lone
No.
wolf.
Nope.
We got B, Blondskunk and Dragonfrost.
Nope. I
We
can
got
say that right
C, Hutchie and Dukester. And we
That's
got
it.
D, WhiteFyr and Berlin River.
My boy Berlin.
now. Oh wait, it might have been them. But I think it was Duke and the what's his name? Hutchie? Yeah.
What's
Yeah, that's
his
my
name?
answer too.
Duke and Hutch, yeah.
Because he said it earlier. didn't he?
Okay, that's correct.
I remember watching back
Take a
that video,
spoonful, Jay.
and I remember also thinking like Berlin and I came close to beating Hutch and Duke, but we just came up just short. So it's pretty sad. I carried
if-
that team, by the
If
way.
you guys want to know, Hutchie and Duke, aka Iron Koalas, had 18 kills. WhiteFyr and Berlin River had 14.
Yep.
Blondskunk and Dragonfrost had 9. And I had 9. All by myself. You all suck. Just saying. Thank you.
So
Alright.
technically speaking, you tied for first because as a one person you got 9, and as two people they got 18. Therefore, you technically tied for first.
Yeah, I even had a bigger disadvantage when it comes to 1v2 situations. So,
So doesn't that mean we tied too? Or
well, no, you had 2 people on your team, Skunk.
You had two people and you had 9 kills. He was one
Okay,
person.
I
with
tied
That was
with
pretty
you for
good.
9 kills.
that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think Dragonfrost probably got most of them, but
Maybe. I don't
Daniel,
know.
who was Daniel's partner? Was it Night Fox?
Maybe. Okay.
next,
Well,
next question.
who was the first member to leave AfterLife SMP Season 2?
Bruh.
That guy. That guy right there. HughBone. That's an
No,
easy
no.
question.
I think it
It's
was
not HughBone.
WhiteFyr.
It's not HughBone.
What are you talking about?
It's Zyroverse. There's a difference.
Oh, right.
Okay. Okay. Who died first in AfterLife Season 2?
Oh,
I know how they specifically died.
I'm down between two people. It can't be him.
Night
Was it
Fox.
White?
So, you guys, are you guys confirming your answers here?
I'm confirming Night Fox.
No. I think it was Zyroverse.
Did you go from white to Zyro? Are you trying to say white's bad?
I don't think
Oh,
it was White.
I'm down between two answers. I don't know which one it is. It's either Duke or Zyro.
You gotta confirm now.
It wasn't me. I'll tell you that much. Because I think I survived the longest in season 2. That's
I'm gonna say Zyroverse.
Blondskunk, you are incorrect. You must eat ketchup.
What?
It was.
Yep, it is Zyroverse.
I vaguely remember
Zyro?
dying
Oh, I
first.
hate that guy.
I am
Zyroverse
flexing.
died to a skeleton, and instantly my remark in my video was, he probably intentionally did that.
That's a classic
Revolting. This
J
stuff
moment.
Utterly revolting. Utterly. Ah.
You want me to eat some with you, Skunk? I'll eat some with you.
I'm good.
Jay will eat some with you too.
I'm good.
No, I'm good. Okay.
Ugh.
What was the only completed minigame
Another
in the
one.
Games District in AfterLife Season 2?
Oh, I don't know what the name of it is. I know what the basic premise of it was. I don't remember what it was called.
What was this?
Don't say anything, White. I'll let you get it if you can explain the premise.
Were there any games?
I don't know, were there? For all there could be
I don't think there
none.
was. Oh, is that an answer?
That is an option.
It is? None. There was no completed games. Because King of the Ladder wasn't done. There was a stupid roller coaster. There was the chicken thing, this restaurant.
Air fryer,
was-
yeah.
what else was there? The Halloween event stand thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think there was anything else, right?
HughBone?
Same answer as everyone else.
So you guys are confirming none?
Don't go by me.
Okay, Skunk's confirming
Don't go by
none.
me.
Hugh's confirming none. Are you confirming none, White?
No.
What's the premise?
It was a TNT game. It's smack dab in the middle, I think. I'm pretty sure it was a TNT game. Where basically like it was the TNT underneath like the obsidian. I don't remember if you played like a lever down or something, but it was a game. It was a game of chance whether or not you would get TNT or not.
Yeah, that was my
Okay,
answer
White
too.
is correct. It is Chance TNT.
What
HughBone
else was it called?
and Skunk have
Only
to take a
game.
shot of ketchup.
I'm sorry, Hugh. You went with my answer. That's bad. That's very bad.
Oh
Gosh,
no,
that-
it's squirting. Okay.
I kind of feel
only-
bad for them, Jay.
the
I don't.
only-
Okay,
So
White,
I'm-
can you confirm who made it?
No.
Okay,
just
we'll
gonna
make
go
that
out.
another question. Who made it?
This is
I don't know
awful.
who made. I never played it. I just knew it. Just knew what it was. I never once played it. I can't remember if it was a duo thing or if one person built it.
Oh, God, I hate that.
Okay, I want to hear your yeses for who made Chance TNT. By the way, my multiple
I don't
choice
know.
was Roller Coaster, King of the Ladder, Chance TNT, and Spleef.
Hutchie made it.
No.
Skunk, who made it?
Daniel Ludus.
White, who made it?
I'm gonna go with Duke.
You're all wrong. It was Night Fox.
What? He did that? Bro.
Yeah, boy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I expect some ketchup in your mouth right now.
You know, if we all get it wrong, I think Jay should take it.
Yeah, that's what I
you guys
think.
should do
Honestly,
double shots if you all get it
that's,
wrong.
I think that's what we all
No.
agreed on, right, guys?
If we all get it right, we have
I
to
was
do it.
gonna say Night Fox. That's the
Oh,
thing. I was gonna. I was down between Duke and
Oh.
Night Fox. I said freaking Duke
Mm.
because I didn't think Night Fox would actually build something like that. Okay.
This stuff is so bad.
All right, going in.
I'm running out.
When you start over there.
That's
Gotta get that
It's
tongue in there,
bad.
How in the
boys.
world are you able to eat this so easily? I'm about to start crying from it.
It's good. What are you talking about?
That's only good on a hot dog
Oh gosh.
It's not terrible.
and a
It's
hamburger.
just the smell.
I wonder if it's like
cringe.
stale
It's
ketchup I
just
got.
tomatoes, man. Chill.
It's
Dude,
not tomato. That's
it's
processed garbage.
Okay.
Mm.
How do you guys not like ketchup? Wow.
Ketchup's
I like
great,
ketchup.
but I don't know if like just
It's
by
acidic.
itself. Yeah.
Ugh. And Jay, you wanted us to get mustard instead. This is.
Oh, I
feel like
figured
this is
mustard would
worse.
have been a lot more fun and painful.
Mustard would have been painful. I hate
That's the
mustard.
point.
What about mayo? We should have did mayo. That would.
I told White that, but he was like, nah. I mean, that would have made some great memes.
I don't think I have mayo here.
Mayo, Miracle Whip, both the same.
I don't even think we have Miracle Whip.
Oh.
Nobody.
What's
I
the
don't
other
know
one?
anybody in my apartment who eats that.
Consume the cum chalice.
Okay. Well, this reminds me. This okay, not HughBone, not what HughBone said, but what White said. Oh gosh. So we have a podcast suggestion from Lamp from the Discord. He said, "Are condiments okay on pizza? You know, like ranch."
Not on their own.
Okay, so like, do you guys like ever? Do you guys typically eat something with pizza, like ranch or whatever, blue cheese, etc.?
Like Papa John's usually
Mayonnaise.
has. Papa John's usually comes with like that little like thing.
Yeah, the
little
garlic
purpley thing.
sauce or
The
what is
garlic
it?
sauce. Yeah, that's what it is. The garlic sauce is pretty good. I like when I get like I'm pretty weird though. When I get like wings and then I have a pizza too, what I'll do is I'll dip like the pizza crust in the blue cheese that I get. That's usually
Oh.
pretty good. So you know, I like a little blue cheese with everything. That you can't go wrong with that.
You guys like ketchup on pizza?
Ew.
Disgusting.
Mm.
Utterly revolting. I mean,
No.
that's
Yeah,
technically
me
the
neither.
sauce. Isn't it the sauce? What the heck?
Me neither.
In
I mean,
middle,
ketchup and tomato sauce are two different things.
yeah.
You know, it's a little bit something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever tried like ranch on pizza
Really?
or like weird condiments. Yeah,
I
so I
think I
don't
have.
have an opinion.
I know in middle school, I used to just eat pizza with ranch, and then eventually I started mixing it with hot sauce that we had too. So the ranch and hot sauce together, that way it would be a little bit more flavorful, and that's what I did.
Right.
But I mean, typically no.
I feel like ranch is similar to blue cheese in that respect, you know? So I could see that.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
there you go. There's your answers.
Y'all whack.
What are you talking about?
Whoa.
You don't like any like little dipping sauce for your pizza?
I eat pizza.
like- Huh?
Nothing with pizza.
Pepperoni?
You-
I eat tomato
don't eat
sauce, bread, cheese, pepperoni.
Well, you're over here eating
sausage,
ketchup. I don't know what the
bacon.
heck's wrong with you.
Yeah, I don't know if we can say
Any
White's taste buds are valid now.
Yeah, he's half the bottle down over there. Good lord.
I will eat these days. I will eat pretty much anything aside from mayo. I hate
Mayo's
mustard.
not that bad.
I hate mayo. Oh
Really?
my god, I hate it.
It's all right. It's not.
I think it's
terrible.
disgusting.
I prefer
I mean,
honey
for
mustard.
me, it's up there with yogurt. I think it's also kind of like the color of it just makes me want to puke. But
That's true. Maybe the texture a little bit of texture.
Hmm.
It's got like
I
that
guess it's a
creamy,
bit
like-
thicker.
yeah.
Have you tried mayo and ketchup?
no,
Dude,
no.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
it's
actually
not
really
bad.
good.
It's
Like,
not
on a
bad.
hamburger. That's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic.
I think Wendy's do that? Or
Yeah.
like some fast food?
Yeah,
I think a lot
a
of
lot
fast
of
food
them.
places do.
I think
Yeah,
that's
Wendy's
what Burger
does
King
it.
does too. Isn't that what the Whopper basically is?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you like the Whopper, White?
I've never had a Whopper.
What,
Mhm.
bro?
The only like burger I've had from a fast food restaurant was like something from Wendy's. I forget what it was.
Baconator.
What? Man, look at White over
Dave's-
here.
Did you get a Dave's single, Dave's double, or Dave's triple?
It might have been a single. I don't
Single.
remember.
Okay, then you're not going to have that on there.
I don't know.
But-
No, it wasn't a single then because I'm pretty sure I had mayo on it. Because I said I
but-
didn't want mayo. They gave me mayo. I don't remember what it was.
Do you have a number
Was it a
4
Baconator?
barbecue burger?
A what?
A number 4 barbecue. I'm sorry. I know. I'm at fast food places too much.
I've never had a
but-
Big Mac. I've never had a Whopper.
Never had a Big Mac.
Nope.
I mean,
I
I
have
don't
those
blame him.
every
McDonald's
day.
sucks.
Every single time I went to McDonald's, I would get a 10-piece chicken McNugget with a large fry.
That's good.
That's the
I
way to
And-
go.
I respect.
And then
that.
Burger King, the only thing I get at Burger King is chicken fries. That's it.
You're not
Those
as
are
good
deep.
anymore, though.
Yeah,
Sometimes
last
The
I
time I
first
went to-
iteration was like
Mhm.
Yes.
the best, but then they were
And it-
also on the news a lot for being really bad for you.
But they also like I used to go to Burger King when I was a little kid just for the chicken fries, and then they took them off the menu and replaced them with freaking like chicken strips. I'm like, Mom, we're
Yeah.
never coming back here again until they brought back chicken fries, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
My favorite, my go-to fast food restaurant, 100% hands down, is Joe's.
I'm not gonna. No. I see what you're doing. Because at first I was
I
like,
tried.
wait, and then I was like, oh, the HughBone
tried.
move. Of course.
Who is
I don't
Joe
get it.
Mama?
for 500.
Okay, forget all this. Okay, we have a question from Otto in our Discord asking, what are your guilty pleasure in the categories below? Movies / TV
Oh.
shows / series, snacks, and music.
Wait, are we gonna get categories?
Those are the
I
categories.
just said it. Were you listening?
Are you gonna list off some categories?
Movies, TV series, or just online streaming series,
Oh.
snacks, and music, HughBone. Was that clear enough for you?
So wait, are these separate or are they together?
They're separate. Like,
Just,
you know,
like,
in
one.
each category, like, do you have like a specific thing that you like go back to or is like your favorite?
Mm.
Favorite categories?
HughBone, take a shot of ketchup. There you
Bruh.
Take a shot of ketchup. I don't know.
I don't. The only guilty pleasures I have are when it comes to okay. I do have a guilty pleasure series,
Yeah.
Which is
but Riverdale.
really, I didn't take you as that person.
Yeah, I've seen the first 3 seasons, and I started the 4th season.
What does guilty pleasures mean? Like, what are we talking about here?
Like stuff you wouldn't really admit that you watch, but you watch a lot of it, or you've watched it before, or you've ate it before.
You've
and you
enjoyed
love
it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I can tell you snacks, pretty much anything with chocolate.
Snacks.
I'm almost ashamed to say it because I had dark chocolate Oreos that I bought like 4 days ago. I bought the family size pack and they're all gone. I ate them all.
Dark chocolate's not terrible.
Yeah, well, I love dark chocolate, so like it makes sense for me. But I also ate it in 4 days or 3 days, whatever it was. 3 days because I got them on Tuesday. So,
One of my guilty pleasures. It's an anime series. It's called High School DxD.
Well, we know that. We know that about you.
It's complete. The show is like complete trash. Like it's typical like high school like power fantasy stuff. Like a dude gets like a group of women just by existing, and I just love that show so goddamn much. It's my number one guilty pleasure show.
it's because you want to be that guy, don't you, Hugh?
Well, no, it's because it's a good show. It's got good plot line, and
Right.
that's all I'm
just
gonna
for
say.
the plot. Just for the plot.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Does it got boobs?
That is part of the equation.
Okay, good. Good.
Part of the equation, I would say.
Good.
So
That's good. That's good. All right, Jay, go ahead, because I have no idea what my
snack
answer
is the Chips Ahoy M&M cookies. Typically, you know, you get those, and like I'll dip those in milk, and they'll probably be gone in a day or two.
Yeah.
So like I have to tell my mom not to get them for me. I'm like, it's good. You know, give me another 3 months before we go down this road again. Because like if so, then they're just gone in a day or two. And they're too many calories. Crazy.
So wait, do we only have to choose one category?
Just go for one.
see this is what I'm confused about.
Just go for one. Just anyone.
Just pick one. Just talk about something.
Well,
for
because
once
like
in-
music. Excuse me, WhiteFyr. Shut up. I need. I'm kidding. It's a job. Listen, we're basically brothers. Okay, look at this.
Oh,
Look at us. In the comments below, tell us if we look like brothers. All right.
What are you
Thank
doing, step bro?
No. No. No.
What did he just say?
That was uncomfortable.
All right.
No. Jay, get your little patooshi out of here. Thank you.
Jay, you're family
We're talking about
friendly.
Patusha now.
We are. I am family friendly.
Oh my.
I mean, I'm family friendly. I'm PG.
Are you?
Yeah, I looked at what qualifies as PG, and PG even includes cursing, which is a little bit surprising that is
Does it
allowed.
really?
I don't think you can
Minimal
say two
like,
F
not-
words
not
though.
Minimal
Minimal
cursing and
Minimal
like
cursing.
I think
minimal
you
like
can-
blood or whatever, execution or whatever,
Okay,
fighting,
I'm gonna
violence.
go swear in White's chat then.
I think
There
you
we
can
go.
use one F bomb, but if you use two F bombs, then you're not PG-13.
Yeah, I think that's for
Okay.
something.
All right.
'Cause-
Yeah, that makes more sense for PG-13 though, Hugh. PG, I think, is more like the S word and an A word
So I'm good.
and a few D's and H's.
What are those words?
You tell me.
Dick.
Superman and action
Dennis.
heroes.
What else
Okay.
is there?
Okay. Makes
Okay,
sense.
Skunk, what's your favorite music thingy or whatever, your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure.
Because you said you were gonna say something for music, but then
Well,
you
no,
started
I
talking
said,
about
well, for music, it's like, okay, so for music, it's like everything. Like, I listen to a lot of things. I think I've talked about this before, but like, I feel like it's weird kind of saying guilty pleasures, but like, things you didn't think I listened to is probably heavy metal and metal music. Like I like listen to that like on the drive home from work or like when I'm working. So I really enjoy that. In terms of snacks, anything in like sweets or whatever, we can probably stretch it and say like fast food. Like usually what I'll do is like after work, and it's kind of hard not to, as I'll like stop and I'll go and I'll get something after work. I'll get like a fast food place, whatever. So, and then movie/series, I really don't have anything for that because I haven't been watching any Netflix and I haven't been watching any like YouTube besides like just random YouTube videos. So that I find like on the recommended feed. That's about it for me. So hopefully that answers your question. That's about it.
That's sufficient, Skunk. We'll allow that. Even though you answered like all 3 categories while everybody else just did like 1. So.
Well, see, because I am, on point.
I did 2.
Okay. There you
I
go.
have
You can get an extra half a star, half a noodle for that.
All right, guys. Next question.
Actually, next question is Summit1G says, weird unpopular take on Twitter. I've always thought it was a little weird to use your own emotes in another channel unless you know them and they know you well. Thoughts? So like if I go, well, okay, let's hypothetically say like, okay, somebody, you guys don't know just comes into your stream and uses their emotes. Like, do you see a problem with that? Like I kind of see where they're coming from, but like for Summit, I don't understand why. Really,
I can see it being a little weird. Like it's like I don't understand necessarily why you're using this emote, but to me, I don't really care.
So, hold on.
You get back here.
Can we back it up?
I'm just gonna sit this one out.
So if I go to over to White Stream, right, and I start using my emotes, is that a bad thing?
I mean, some people's eyes.
It's for this specifically says use your own emotes in another channel unless you know them and they know you well. So like you're just some random person, some random streamer who goes into another streamer's chat and uses your own emotes, basically, for whatever context.
Like I always like so I'll be like, so if I go in the draft stream, right? Yeah. I'll go in the draft stream and I'll be like, hey draft, what's going on? And then I'll do like a little skunk heart afterwards. It kind of shows me doing like a heart emote, right? And I use that as like instead of like the normal base heart emote.
Well, you guys are also more friends, like acquaintances. Like you're better acquaintances to where like that's fine, right?
We're talking about like the streamer, like you two don't even really know each other. Like you may be a fan of said streamer, or you may watch said streamer, but like you may not say 2 words, or they don't know who the heck you are, and you chat something into that. That's more what we're talking about.
I mean, I really have thought about this before. Like, is it most like self-advertising if I use my own emotes
in a way
other people's streams? Because then it's like sort of being like, hey, it kind of like, oh, that's kind of a cool emote. Like, where'd you get that? Oh, it's my channel. Ha ha. Funny. You should go over to my channel and get these awesome emotes. Watch my content. I mean,
that's really interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because think about it. I think back to something like that is how the Rue emotes got so famous, is because everybody used them in every chat. So everyone looked at those emotes are like, I don't even care about who the streamer is. I just want these dang emotes.
Right. Yeah.
So that basically was self-promotion. It wasn't really self-promotion. It was a bunch of fans promoting said emotes and other people's streams, other people liking them those emotes, and then going back to the whatever the channel.
Yeah.
My problem with that is like if we shouldn't be doing that, then why should anybody be allowed to use their emotes outside of like if you're subscribed to your channel, why would you be allowed to use that channel's emotes outside of that channel then? Like why would Twitch even allow that?
Right.
I personally don't really see a problem with it, so long as like you're not spamming your own emotes.
As long as you're not spamming it.
If you're doing like what you do, Skunk, like that's completely fine.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'll even tell people like, hey, if you don't have my emotes, that's fine. Use whatever emotes you have.
Yeah,
You know?
Oh
Skunk
yeah, if you're
does
doing
that
like a
too.
raid or something. Yeah.
So, and even in my chat or whatever, just use whatever you have. I don't really
Mhm.
care if it's my emotes. I mean, I would like
Yeah.
you to have my emotes, but if you don't, that's totally cool. Just use whatever emotes you have. So I can see where something's coming from to some degree, but I don't. It's a little weird at times, but overall, I
Yeah.
don't see much of an issue with it.
No, it's
To be
definitely
fair,
not that much of an issue. There's not much of a problem with it for sure.
to be fair, I don't think Summon has something like a shout out command, so he's not really one to promote other people. But
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't like. I mean, I'm sure the people that are raiding him are already big people that he's like best friends with or whatever. I mean,
I was gonna say, does like anyone raid him or he raid anybody on Twitch?
I think he does raid people occasionally, but they're all like in his friend group probably.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's not like he's like crossing between streamers. It's just,
Yeah.
hey, I'm done with my stream.
Yeah.
My friend's streaming. Let's just go send my viewers over to said person.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was an interesting question because I've thought about it before. Like, even when I see people use other people's emotes in Discord, I'm just like, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Because, like, at times I'm like, that's pretty cool. But then at times I'm like, that's kind of like, in a way, advertising, like, secretly,
Yeah.
but not fully, like, doing it. Because, like, even when people, like, for example, like, one of the other things that I thought of was, like, what about people saying, I'm leaving to go stream, or I'm about to post a video, like,
Yes.
in our Discord, like, you know, that's a thing. Like, to me, at times, I'm like, that's self-advertising. Like,
Technically.
because I mean, I've removed the messages before, but now I'm like, where it's like, I don't know where the fine line is anymore. Like, when people in the Minecraft Screenshots channel, they post basically their thumbnail for a video, I'm like, that's not really what it's meant to be. Like, you're specifically advertising by doing that.
Right. I'm very cautious about like doing different things like that in other people's streams. Like I'm not going to be like blatantly being like, hey, again, using Drath as an example because I've been watching him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not going to be like, "Hey Drath, great stream, but I got to go stream now. I'll see you later." Especially if he's shouting me out in his channel. I don't want them to be like, all right, him to be like, all right, shout out to Skunk. I'd kind of feel bad about that, to be honest,
Yeah.
because he's over here being super kind and nice, whereas I'm kind of pushing it in everybody's face. Where I'm like, hey,
This seems like such a non-issue. Like who gives a shit, dude? Like it's
I
the internet.
care.
Post funny Twitch pictures. Who cares, dude? No one
I
cares.
care, HughBone.
I mean,
Post
that's
funny
a fair
Twitch
perspective.
images. Nobody gives a shit, dude. Funny
It's a fair-
Twitch images
Yeah.
on Twitch. Post
Sure.
them.
Wait, what?
This does remind me of Stenos's tweet. I don't know if you Jay
Oh,
you
yeah,
and
I saw
Skunk follow
that.
Stenos. But the tweet for anyone who doesn't know what tweet was basically says PSA/Twitter rant, as it seems that's what this platform is about. Partner badges and all emotes are acceptable in my Twitch chat. Saying I'm going to go stream is not. Which I agree with.
I think that's fair. I think that's definitely fair.
Because
Or
the
like
other
saying, like,
controversy is
Right.
partner badges, which I think is pretty ridiculous. That people are like, oh my god, because there are certain streamers who don't want to have partners in their chat because they consider it self-advertisement. Because
Right.
they have the partner badge. If you have a partner badge on Twitch, it means you're a streamer. It means other people might go to said streamer's stream.
Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing ever.
It's like, think about it. They're an established. If they have a partner badge, either one, they're an esports player, or two, they're an established streamer. They're in your chat, chatting with you.
Yeah.
That's a
they're
good
giving you-
sign.
Right,
Mhm.
right. They're giving you more of a
Yeah.
benefit.
So that means like, hey, there maybe if you already are a partner, they're another partner who may want to collaborate with you at some point or wants to interact with you.
Yeah.
And
that
it's
could-
all
that
about
could help both
networking
of
too
you.
there.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I'm not going to be offended if, Fwip comes up in my stream being like, hey, Skunk, I love your builds. But, hey, get out of here, you partnered streamer. How dare you advertise? No, I'm not going to do that, bro.
Well, it's also like if like Drath or Chicky were to come into your stream. I don't know if Chicky's partner yet. I don't remember.
I don't think so.
But
Not
she's
yet.
gonna get partner, so she's gonna have that. It's like if one of those two were to go into your stream, it's like, do you mind? No, not at all.
No, I think that's a bit of a stretch because it's like that they earn that. You know what I mean? They should be able to show it off. What the hell?
To me, it's kind
And
of
even then-
flattering.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
exactly right. So
To me, it's just like when a bigger YouTuber comes into your YouTube comments and leaves a comment, it's like you should be flattered by that. Like you're
mhm.
being noticed. You should be like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm doing
exactly.
something good. Unless they leave a comment saying something bad about your stream and saying you should fix this, and you should be like, oh, well, at least it was a, a critical comment. What is it? Constructive comment.
Criticism.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism.
Constructive
Yeah.
criticism.
Constructive criticism.
Unless they're just blatantly
Constructive.
saying you suck, then yeah, you shouldn't be happy.
No,
criticism.
Yeah, that wouldn't be really constructive
no, I
Yeah.
don't want it.
I don't know.
if you just said you
Depends.
suck.
I mean, maybe they do
Whoa,
though.
can you give me an example of how of a constructive sentence
No,
where someone says you
Jay's
suck?
great at that. He could do that easily.
no.
Hey man, I liked your build. It was okay.
But
You
it
know, you could
sucked.
really add a little bit more detail, a little bit more texture in this place. Also, go fuck yourself.
Your sucking sound sucked. You should do better by doing this with it. There you go.
Okay.
What did he just say?
I don't know. Okay, next.
Move on.
Next. Okay, we got some podcast trivia that we're going to go back to.
Oh, there's still more of
Okay.
this shit. When is this over, by the way? Good lord, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, which was a command block set up on the server? Custom crafting, AFK display, more mob heads, silence mobs, custom armor stains.
On what server?
Season
Season
2. Which
Wait,
is
what?
a command block,
Command block.
on season 2?
The AFK
Custom crafting.
replacement.
AFK display, more mob heads, silence
no.
mobs, custom armor stains.
I know this one.
Nah.
Okay,
I
Blondskunk,
forgot.
you first.
What was the first one?
We have
What was the
custom
first answer?
crafting, AFK display, more mob heads, silence mobs, and then custom armor stains. Which one is a command block that was on season 2?
Silence mobs. I don't know. I give up at this point.
Okay, HughBone.
Technically, 2 of them are command blocks, I think. But I'm gonna go with custom crafting.
Okay,
That's what I was
WhiteFyr.
going with as well. Custom crafting.
What do you mean 2 of them?
Because technically the silence mobs one, I think
We had
what I
silence
did,
mobs.
Did we?
Yeah.
yeah, we used for season 2.
It was used
I
on the spider spawner. I know that the spider
Yeah.
XP farm at the very beginning of the server.
Ha! You thought you had me, you son
Jay,
of a bitch.
take a shot of ketchup. You got the question wrong. Your premise
Yep.
is wrong.
There were 2 answers that were
Yeah.
right. And I
Because
win.
the two answers we said are the 2 answers as well. Because the custom crafting was for the smooth stone, not the smooth stone, I guess the smooth stone blocks before they were actually in the game.
Ha!
When you combine 2 smooth stone
Yeah.
slabs, it became a
What was
stone.
the
And
other
then
thing you
the
could
other
craft with the custom crafting for another shot then?
Smooth sandstone.
Besides
Smooth
that?
sandstone.
There you go.
Besides blocks.
What?
That you guys just said.
Wait, what?
Besides
you can't make us
sandstone and
drink
smooth
ketchup.
sandstone.
You can't just
Yes,
do
I'm
that.
gonna force it.
You can't do
Because
that.
I
just
know
do
it.
that.
Your turn, buddy.
You
Of course,
guys
you
will
should know
drink
it.
with me no matter what.
Your turn, buddy.
Okay. Sounds good.
But wait,
Well,
what's,
yeah, 'cause you
what's
love
the
it.
other one though?
We told you another one.
there is
and
another
then you
one.
told us to tell us another one besides
What
that.
is the other one besides those 2 specific things?
See, guys, this is a common example of shifting the goalposts.
He really
Here.
is. He really is.
Wow. Okay, HughBone, what was the other thing?
I
You should
have
know this. You
broken
made
into your
it.
logical fallacy. What?
All right, you say it first, so that way I get it right.
Yeah, I forgot, honestly. I don't
Oh, come on.
I never used it, so I don't know.
I don't know. What was
I
it?
think we all used it once, maybe. You're gonna be amazed. He was ahead of his times.
Yeah, Mojang straight up copied off of my command block stuff for a lot of things. Like, I think I made potions of levitation too before they were
There
in the
you
game.
go.
like Mojang.
That was it.
Give me money,
Yeah,
dude.
Potions of Love and
Oh.
Taste. That's what it was. That's
Wait,
what
that
it
was a
I
custom
just recalled
crafting
it
thing?
just now.
Yes.
Oh,
So I got it right. Thank you.
You made
Jay.
that a thing.
oh,
Basically, HughBone did Mojang's job for them before they did it.
yeah,
Yep.
true.
Basically,
Thank you. Hugh.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you spawn at the beginning in AfterLife Season 2?
The little shitty pond.
What biome?
Where did you spawn, period?
oh yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, the little.
The scuffed pond, right?
Okay, where's the scuff pawn at from you two? Because I feel like White knows, but I want to know if you guys know.
It was like right
Are you
there.
talking
It was
about the
right-
village?
It wasn't like.
Where is the
at
scuff pawn at? It's in a specific spot.
Oh, behind Hutchie's house.
Is it?
Yeah, his main spawn house.
It's across the river from the village, right?
And it's like next. There's Danny Ludo's house right here. I can picture Danny Ludo's. And then you have the over
Danny
here.
Loodle.
Then you have over here. You have over here the Hutchie's house, and the mat board was somewhere around this area. Dragon's Frost's house, and the pond was back in this area. It was like back behind there.
Okay.
I
Huey,
actually
what's-
didn't spawn at the pond, but technically,
Huey, what's your answer?
I don't know what the question is.
Where did
Just
you
where,
spawn?
that's too
at the
vague.
Where did you exactly spawn? Where are you supposed to spawn at?
When you first logged in,
yes.
or like, oh, dude,
Or when you die and you don't have a bed.
oh, dude. I think it was at the small lake. Was it at the?
But
it was
where's the
around
small lake?
the small lake around that area
Where's the
right?
small
Had to
lake?
in spawn.
Nah, dip Sherlock. Man, you're gonna make me lose brain cells listening. Okay.
I mean,
well-
I don't know what else you want from me.
I was hoping for more of a location.
I gave a location, right?
Yes, you gave a location.
Across the river.
Okay, White.
bridge.
Yeah.
so pretty sure it is that spawn lake that's behind, or not spawn lake. It's the little tiny pond that's behind Hutchie's house. But technically, I spawned at like the grass space that's in between that pond, and there's another river. I think that's over there on the other side of the hill.
He's gonna know that.
But technically, it's the pond area. That
Yeah,
small pond.
technically, Skunk and White and you are correct. You guys are all technically correct. Yes, it is the little pond. Technically, you spawn behind Hutchie's house, right there on like between, because there's like two hills where there's like an opening to go to the other side of the hill.
Yeah.
So yeah, typically you can spawn in that general area, even though like I try to do /set world spawn to be specifically at that pond, but you know, Minecraft allows you to spawn in a certain radius.
You could have done spawn point at A
I already tried
in
that.
one.
I
Really?
don't think that was a command at that point.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
not. But do you know how I know that, Jay? It's because I remember the recording before the season 2 recording.
Mm.
Because originally, what had happened, for those who don't know, the season 2 that
I
everyone
remember,
else
I
sees
remember.
was our second attempt. I remember spawning in, we did our little intro, whatever, and we started to go off to our little separate ways. We didn't actually go off to the village to start like we did that people would actually see. We kind of like we kind of broke off into different patterns. Myself and like might have just been me and maybe a few others, like dug into the side of the hill that was right there, that was right next to the pond, and started mining there. Then I believe it was Jay who said that either his audio was muted or his video or his
I was having a lot of
recording got
problems that
corrupted.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to restart the whole thing, and I'm actually glad that we restarted it, because then we decided, hey, let's all go over to this village that's over there and all start there. Pickles and Cheese Village became a thing, and so on and so forth.
Dude, there could have been an alternate timeline without Pickles and Cheese Village.
Yeah,
guys
I
ever
really
think of
could
that?
have.
There was somewhere out there in the world. There's another thing.
Man. Yeah, I was hoping to get you guys more on some of these, but no.
Yeah, you're failing at that, buddy. Although my
Well,
ketchup is
early
going
on,
wrong.
I was getting you guys.
Are we
Come
done
on.
yet?
Oh, I've got a trivia question.
What?
In the beginning months of the server, there
Mhm.
was a battle for the richest player on the server
Yes.
between two people.
Yes.
One, who were those two people?
Oh,
and
that's
two,
easy.
who won?
I think I know. I mean, I already know who two were involved.
WhiteFyr and Hutchie.
Yeah, it's that.
And
But
who
who
was
won?
the richest?
I believe Hutchie
Hutchie.
won.
Yeah.
And how was it decided?
You guys did an ABBA caving.
Hutch and I decided that once and for all by saying we're going to do an ABBA caving contest, and whoever wins this is the richest on the server, and he won.
Well, I pulled that out of my butt.
It's true though. I mean, Hutch and I were like going neck and neck for a while until he pulled away, and then someone else pulled away. I think Jay came up after that and just like wrecked everyone. But
I don't think I did.
somebody did.
I
It
think
wasn't
it had to
me.
be Crash.
I mean, okay, technically it was probably Crash, but by that I mean early in the season. By that time of the season, like Crash was basically not the only one who played, but like he was like the lifeblood of the server at that point.
He has the fireworks shop, so I think it's pretty obvious. Like he's always gonna have a lucrative business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had the only food shop.
So yeah, I mean, well, you're saying besides you
again.
though.
True.
I mean, I don't really know who else besides Crash would be coming up on you.
I mean, maybe Daniel. Daniel had the AFK fish shop.
Yeah, but I didn't figure that a lot of people would have used that as much though.
And then Night Fox had the wood pineapple.
That wasn't fully stocked as much though, if I recall
Yeah.
correctly. What, Skunk? Do you really need to use the bathroom that bad?
No.
Because I mean, if so, then I got one last trivia question
No, I
to
don't
end it
have
on if
to.
you want
No.
to.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Do your thing.
I mean, we've been
Look
going
at
on for a
Elbow.
bit. You know, I figure we're having fun here.
No, I don't want
Roughly
to.
an hour
I
and a
don't
half
want
so
to.
far.
I don't want to
Yeah.
end it for you. Go
Is there
ahead, do your
anything
thing.
else you guys want to talk about then?
Mm-mm.
Because I mean, I don't want to bring up stuff that like Hugh doesn't fully care about, since I don't know, a lot of the things that I witness are Twitch related stuff.
No, it's
Seems
okay,
like-
Jay. Please go ahead.
No, I mean, I feel
No,
like
Jay,
they're
if you
all
want
kind
to talk about something you care
No.
about, how about you go and talk about it, Jay?
Come
Huh?
on, go ahead, Jay. Come on now.
How about you go ahead and talk about
Come
what
on,
you want
Jay.
to talk about, huh?
No.
Sorry, I don't want to hold you back.
Okay, I'm assuming. Okay, you put the bottom one, right, White? The sponsors one. You want to talk about that
Yeah.
one for us?
What?
I'm not great at explaining these topics, but I've been watching a lot about Drama Alert.
Ooh, dude, the
Jay-
drama. We haven't had good drama in a while, dude.
AfterLife drama. Anyways, between Keemstar and H3H3,
Mm-hmm.
specifically Ethan Klein.
Yeah.
I don't know how it started because I didn't see how it started. The only thing I remember is Ethan specifically made a video about Keemstar regarding Etika's whole. I think it was spurred at least by the 1 year anniversary of Etika's suicide,
Mhm.
and like all these things Keemstar has done over the years and how bad of a person he is. And in that video, Ethan went after the fact that Keemstar was still being sponsored by G Fuel, which is they do like energy drinks or whatever.
Yeah.
And so in doing so, the H3H3 fans ended up spamming G Fuel's like social media to get them to drop Keemstar.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually they did. Keemstar responded by making a video about Ethan, like basically defending himself, and then talking about Ethan's sponsors, specifically Old Spice. Well, after that happened, then Keemstar and Drama Alert fans went after Old Spice, spamming the Old Spice social medias, until now Ethan and H3H3 have been dropped by Old Spice. They are no longer sponsored by them. So this this spurred a debate about is it okay for people to go after other people's sponsors and beef like this? Because it's turned into a pretty big deal. I mean, those are two really big sponsors that both these guys have lost now because of all of this beef between them. So
just to clarify, I don't really like Keemstar at all, but I think that he did he tweeted out like don't attack his sponsors like twice, I think. And I think that created sort of like a reverse psychology effect where it's like don't attack this and then people go and do it. Which is just to clarify.
I think what sparked it was I think Keemstar released a video or didn't correct a statement, and that caused H3H3 to then attack because they were misrepresenting Ethan, and I guess that kind of began the feud if I recall correctly. I mean,
okay,
Keemstar has a bad track record, and
a very bad track.
And then the two of them have a bad beef with each other anyway. So, but I mean, I don't see anything wrong with going after sponsors unless like they're doing it inaccurately. Like Keemstar has a lot of reasons to be dropped, to be fair, like a lot. I don't know what H3H3 possibly has to be like for, like, you know, Keemstar's accused the RS Glory Gold guy or whatever his name is from the old RuneScape guy as a pedophile, and that guy got a lot of death threats and whatnot. Like, you're getting a 70-year-old man or however old he is to, because you misstated or, you know, didn't research far enough, and now this guy's getting death threats. Like, you know, there's a lot of reasons to hate him, and him being partially racist, I guess, or saying the N-word at one point. Keemstar.
I'm on blog TV with my hands up.
Other reasons too, doxing people, I think, if I recall correctly. So, I mean, I guess that's more on the sponsor to have known this beforehand, but like,
Keem has also harped upon in years past. Anyways, it was like 5 years ago. I saw a video about him harping on, I believe, the Sword Gaming sponsors when some drama was happening about Sword Gaming and some of their members or whatever. He apparently like harped on their sponsor, the fact that they're still sponsored or whatever, like hinting like they should be dropped from said sponsors. So I've watched a lot about this because I just think it's interesting, namely also because Leafy has been talking about it, and Leafy's back, and I watched I watched a few of his videos. Oh
literally.
Literally. But I just thought it was an interesting topic to talk about. Should people be allowed to go after people's sponsors? Because, you know, some say yes, some say no, because this sets a dangerous precedent. First, it's the sponsors, and people go down a rabbit hole. Next, it can be AdSense. Next, it can be Patreon. Next, it can be every source of income that this person has, their Twitch partnership. You know, from there, you could theoretically go down that path. And it's not necessarily the creators doing this, because like Hugh said, Keemstar has said multiple times on his Twitter, I don't think he realized the impact of it, but like, hey, don't go attack Ethan's sponsors. But these are random people seeing this, huge fans of one or the other, taking it in their hands, and typically groups of them taking matters into their own hands and spamming all these different platforms to the point where a lot of these, especially these brands like Old Spice or G Fuel, don't even really care what the beef is. They care that it's controversial, and they don't want to be involved in anything controversial.
Yeah.
Therefore, if there's any shadow of doubt, they're just going to drop the person without even really needing to research anything. Yeah, they just don't want to get involved. So that sets a dangerous precedent. You know, you can just, if you get a group of people, you just spam someone's sponsor saying so-and-so is, you know, racist, sexist, whatever. And the sponsor doesn't research into it at all. You could have just groups of people going around getting people dropped from sponsorships. Just for no reason other than they say that this is what it is. And if enough people say it, it must be true or whatever.
Well, there's nothing you can really do to defend against that. Like, it's going to happen regardless. Like, even if you tell your viewers not to go for sponsors, it's always going to happen. A brand never wants to be represented by somebody that's controversial. That's why it's probably in the contract saying we don't want controversial people. I mean, sure, it's their they should be doing, enough research beforehand to make sure. I mean, most people probably aren't as controversial to where it's like, oh, it's pretty easy. Like, oh yeah, let's take a quick look, Google search, background check maybe,
Yeah.
etc. And it's probably obvious if they're going to be controversial or not. Like,
Yeah, I've
should be
already got
checking.
sponsors lining up at the door watching my channel, so I mean,
with that
agree.
Limatica
Photos or
tutorial,
something.
like,
yeah.
like
Gold
mannequin
rush.
developer is going to start sponsoring you.
True. No, I mean, I agree with your point, Jay, but also at the same time, it seems a little bit, I guess I want to say scummy to like attack someone's source of revenue. You know what I mean?
It's
To attack
childish.
someone's income
It's very childish.
in a way,
It's
like over just personal beef, seems a bit, I don't know, fricky to me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, even if you don't tell people to do something, like those viewers could just magically hop over to your channel, mass report your channel. Now you have copyright strikes or you lost monetization that way just because of false strikes. So like, there's nothing you can really do. I mean, I've watched the Painkiller Already podcast. They had a person on, or well, I think they've also talked about what's the famous guy from what's his name? I don't remember. He's like very controversial where he's about conspiracies, Alex Jones. Like him
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
deplatformed on
Infowars.
many things. I think he maybe had like a Patreon at one point or whatever, like
Yeah.
or like Painkiller already had people on that like got their Patreon dropped from them because other people attacked their Patreon. So it's like there's only so much you can do, and
Right.
like I guess it's kind of on you to have your own. Like that's why you don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
So,
Right. I get
Yeah.
that's why I understand that's what you're
unavoidable.
saying. It's like, yeah, you're just it's gonna happen with a large fan base. This can happen if there's like any sort of beef going on. I mean, I know on like a dumbed down level, you just take a look at like the Hermitcraft sort of drama with everything that's going on with the
I'm
whole
surprised
Mumbo
we
for
didn't bring that
Mayor.
up.
Let's
So it's
talk
like
about that.
that's like you're like Mumbo for Mayor, and then False is getting all this sort of hate from it, and it's not necessarily a good. It's negative. It's not necessarily good. It's sort of the same like thing. It's like audiences are going after each other, and that's never good. Going after sponsors, but this is the thing. This will happen, unfortunately.
Unavoidable.
There's like you said, Jay. There's not really a fix for it. There's not really a good solution for it, unfortunately.
Like
At
the
this
Hermitcraft one,
current
I think
state.
there are fixes. Like,
Well,
sure,
yeah, they
like,
could change that.
but yeah,
Absolutely.
attacking sponsors, there's nothing you can ever do. There's going to be crazy
Right.
people in the world that are going to send death threats no matter what. They're going to go
Yes.
after your sponsors. They're going to do whatever. They're going to stalk you, etc. Like, there's only so much you can do for that. But like the Hermitcraft thing, right? You were talking about, like, I feel like they
Mhm.
could have easily like helped
They
solve
could have,
that.
yeah, they could have either avoided it or they could, once they noticed the problem, solve it really quickly. With
Like,
the
sure, it
sponsorship
sucks.
thing,
But
yeah, there's not really much you can do about that, unfortunately. So,
Well, I mean, yeah, a lot of hermits. I was watching Azuma's Hermitcraft episode today, and he actually mentioned that in it. He also made a video on his one of his second channels about it as well, where he was talking about it in a live stream, where
yeah.
basically saying, "Hey, don't harass hermits." The one that was mentioned was specifically false because she's getting most of it.
Yeah.
Mumbo has said it on Twitter not to do that. I don't know if he said it in the video. I don't watch him. But
yeah,
part of the issue, and I think this is a little bit different from the whole sponsorship deal, when you have two audiences that are like about the same size. The problem with Hermitcraft is you have Mumbo and Grian and I
Top
guess now
dog.
Iskall, who have millions and millions of fans. And then you have False, who has a few 100,000.
Yeah.
And so in her fan base, I would argue, I think part of it's because her fan base may be a little bit older and their fan bases are a little bit younger, and
Yeah,
younger
for
fan
sure.
bases are more impressionable. And so,
yeah,
the only thing you can do there is say, look, guys, okay, this isn't right. You shouldn't be doing this. Stop doing this. And for the most part, because they are younger, they're probably going to stop it because, oh my gosh, my idol's saying stop this. I'm going to stop.
Yeah,
They're
right.
not doing it necessarily to be mean, they're doing it because they want their favorite YouTuber to win the race for mayor or whatever. So that issue is also different from the sponsorship issue, in that the sponsorship issue is a bunch of mean-spirited people usually,
Right.
Who are like, "Oh, I hate you."
But it
less
definitely
hate.
is. It has that same sort of premise, though. I would say.
Yeah,
People
I
wear
guess.
pitchforks.
Audiences clashing, and people, rising up in arms for their favorite creator or whatever. Or, attacking the other creator. Not necessarily attacking in the Hermitcraft scenario, but like, going after another creator, telling them, hey, this is what I want from my creator over here, and that's the way it's going to be. You know what I mean? But like you said, in that scenario, it probably would stop. But it's interesting to think about. Like it's a very interesting thing.
It reminds me of, since I watch a lot of GTA RP, there's a lot of that, because there's cops versus criminals or civilians, etc. And when their criminal dies, what do? Well, the criminal happens to be the biggest GTA RP streamer, so then they'll go to the cop streams where they only have like a couple hundred viewers and then send death threats. So it's like, what can they do? Like, I know Moonmoon, when he used to do GTA RP, says like, oh, it's all on the streamer to help like cultivate, that community to be perfect. But like, if you have 15,000 people and like 1,000 of them go to like send hate, like, there's only so much you can do, right?
You can't control that.
Doesn't even have to be 1,000. It can be a few hundred.
And like, it's even way different because like Hermitcraft, they're not deliberately saying anything mean that could be seen as toxic either. Like, they're all, it's not like they're over here saying, man, I hate you, false. Like, because that happens in the RP for GTA. Like, they'll say like, we hate this cop or whatever, this cop freaking sucks. Or sometimes they actually do get mad, so that kind of helps. But like,
yeah.
I think I know why people don't like false though. It's because she's not symmetrical.
Oh my gosh.
I thought it was gonna be a lot worse.
Oh yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot worse.
I thought I was prepared for like some nothing. Never mind.
Okay, guys, I'm just joshing around. We're just joshing here.
So what do you think is the simplest solution for them though, for Hermitcraft? Like, to help
tell them to stop.
Like, do you think they have to constantly do it though? Like, always like have it at the beginning of the video, like a 5-second thing? Like, they take the time to like say,
if that's what's necessary, if false is feeling that pain from like the other people, maybe it might be necessary to kind of do that. I don't know.
Some point in their videos before they actually like go into role play or do any of that kind of stuff, say, just as a reminder, we're all friends, okay? We're all friends. Do not send hate to people. Do not harass people.
Disclaimer.
You would need a disclaimer specifically in the larger audiences, people like Mumbo and Grian and Iskal. Azuma is to some degree now, but not as much because his fan base is still a little older. But because stuff like this, I feel like is newer to Mumbo. I think he did some of this in some previous seasons, but Mumbo is typically not someone who's done a whole lot of collaborations, and even then he collaborates more with Grian and Iskal and not necessarily with the rest of the hermits. And so when they say something that could have a negative effect on the other hermits, it's taken as to some people taken as fact, and then said audience goes to other members, because whether it's because those guys don't say anything about it, or whether I guess it's just the fan base being the fan base.
Yeah, I mean, if your fan base is majority children, like as annoying as it is for normal people to watch, adults or teenagers to watch, like I think it's probably necessary to have some sort of disclaimer to be like, "Hey guys, we're just joshing,"
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be within the first 10 seconds, I think. I mean, that's the only way to potentially solve it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's also not to say that
or help
all of like Mumbo and Green's audiences are kids, because I don't even think that the majority of their audiences are really kids. They have a lot of people. I've heard many people. I know Skunk has watched them quite a bit. I know Cody has watched at least Grian quite a bit in the past. Like, it's not like their audiences are all kids. I would say the vast majority of them are probably not. It's just it takes enough of a minority to have a voice and to actually go over and be impressionable and go over to another channel and send harassment or send hate, or whether it's purposeful or not, that it can cause a problem. So just be, I guess, cognizant of that. Especially in a community like Hermitcraft, which is just a very friendly community in general. There's not meant to be any hate being sent anywhere. Just making sure that people know that is would help, would go miles, would help a ton for them.
And it can be the same clip like every video. It doesn't have to, they can just record one clip and then that would be it. You know what I mean? They just slide that in there right before anything, and
Yeah, but if you have an uneven amount of clips, that could be unsymmetrical.
True.
And so some people might false flag that because it's unsymmetrical.
I mean, Hugh, you have to think about the vintage beef philosophy here, though. Resist symmetry, okay?
That is true. My homie.
My
homie
dog.
G, dog. Yo, we're all
What's
gangsters here. What's up, man?
Jay,
Yeah.
I got my ketchup from my dog.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Jay, what's going on here?
Ketchup gang.
We gotta get out of here.
Okay. I got one last podcast trivia to officially end the podcast on.
All right.
What is the one mysterious thing that I have added to AfterLife Season 3 when I added all the fabric stuff?
What?
Mysterious thing?
Is it something we would know
Only
about?
one person has told me that they know this. Everybody else hasn't said anything. So, I mean...
I'm drunk for this. I can't do this.
It's not
right
the
now,
weird
Jay.
day counter, is it, Jay?
What?
Like the days getting not counted or something?
No.
That's a different thing? Okay.
Yeah. I've added a thing that can benefit people, possibly annoy people, but it makes certain things more useful.
It's the chunk loading, right?
No, it's not one of the... It's none of those three things that I installed on the server. There's an additional thing that I did not mention, period. Because I wanted to see who would figure it out.
Then how are we supposed to know if you didn't even mention it, man?
Because
Jay, how could you keep
somebody found it without me having to tell, because they magically did something that they should typically do. I mean, you'll accidentally do it, I imagine, if I let you go on for another week or two.
Jay, how could you not mention this to your server members, you horrible server owner host? How dare you keep secrets from your members, Jay?
I mean, it still has the ability to be removed, but currently it's still on the server as of this moment.
I don't know what the hell it is.
It is a data pack.
I'm really trying to think about it, and I can't really. It's not coming to me.
Man, none of you guys can guess it? Like,
I feel like I should know what this is, but I have no idea.
Dude, I don't play on the server enough to know.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So when a certain person comes around the server with 2 llamas.
Oh!
The Wandering Trader data pack.
Well, I was never gonna guess that. Never.
Yeah, who messes with wandering traders, dude?
Well, Mario happened to trade with it. And he was the first one to find it. I don't know. Apparently it's on the server, but... So yeah, you can get, player heads and then, of course, blocks or whatever.
Jay, drink some ketchup for that question.
Yeah, we haven't had that on the server.
All right, all 3 of you.
I've already seen that. I just didn't realize it was new.
What?
Do a shot of ketchup.
I mean, it's been on Hermitcraft, but it hasn't been on our server.
Because I have a few Kyle Blaine heads and maybe a few Artorian heads.
Well, no, that's more mob heads, but you can specifically trade with the Wandering Trader for player heads, and then you can also trade for blocks, like small miniature furnaces.
Yeah, I saw the blocks as well. I didn't realize that was new. Yeah.
Furnaces haven't been a part of the server until then.
Okay. Well, I guess... Well, I streamed on I think the day that you added those, I think I streamed on the server. So I guess I just thought it was already on the server, and that I don't know.
Y'all gonna eat some ketchup or what? You too. I didn't see you eat it.
How about you?
I did. I just did.
Okay, so
you
eat
did?
your ketchup. Come on.
I did already.
Another
Skunk, I
shot,
didn't see
Skunk.
it.
It's on recording. No, that's not fair.
Another shot, Skunk. Come
I
on
was
now.
ahead of the game.
Well, you weren't ready with us.
Jay, go now. You.
What?
Yeah,
you need to eat
you.
more. You need to eat more
Fine.
ketchup.
I'll eat another one, but you got to eat 2 now. You
No.
son of
Oh,
a
that one
bitch.
missed. Oh,
I'll eat your ketchup, guys. Could you
Where'd that
just send
go?
it to me?
that go.
It's
know
so
where that
good,
went.
isn't it?
No, it's terrible. Oh my god.
Good. Oh my god.
You stop. You're so lying. You're so
I'm
lying. You're so lying.
Want me to eat it again? I'll eat it again. Okay.
The
Squirt it in your mouth so I
aftertaste
can
is
see.
pretty bad.
I don't know where that went. I think I had.
There ain't
ketchup
even
ready
anything on
stripped
that
anyway.
spoon. Okay. Oh, that's so
So we're gonna
gross.
do it on the shirt.
That's a
That's
big
a waste
spoon.
of perfectly good ketchup, dude.
Cheers.
No, just watching you eat it makes me sick. Oh,
Okay, well, on that note, do we have anything else we want to mention before we properly end the podcast?
no, I gotta go to
So
the
good.
bathroom.
Okay, links to all the members in the description down below. We also have the Afterlife suggestions where you can suggest topics at the comment section down below. Also in our Discord at tiny.cc/AL Discord, so link down
Yeah.
below. We also have the members, so at streamerlinks.com/AfterLife SMP, and then we also are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. But anyways, thank you guys for watching episode 22. Goodbye. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye.
This is what you do when you let me eat ketchup, man. I get hyper.
You're weird, White.
It's like, how much sugar is in this thing?
Yeah, it actually got sugar in it.
It's sugar and like vinegar.
180 milligrams of sodium. That's salt.